been 17 reported murders so far in this latest outbreak of monstrous killings. It would appear to be the work of a single, highly psychotic perpetrator. The name of the latest victim was just released. A Professor Werner von Croy. A female, described as Caucasian, brunette, and wearing a ponytail, was seen leaving the most recent crime scene. Officers are advised to use extreme caution when apprehending the suspect. At present, nothing appears to link any of the individuals involved. There are no known survivors of these attacks so far.
Thinking about my desert family, the Bantiwa tribe, who adopted me, my mind goes back to the chill of that night in Egypt, when I finally fought my way free of the suffocating tombs. I only just made it. On my first meeting Patai, I never saw her. Blinded as I was and gasping for air, I was barely able to support my own body weight. Suddenly, I was aware that water was being poured into my mouth, spilling down my chin. Gentle fingers were spreading oil on my face and lips. Then I was being lifted and carried to a welcoming campfire. I could smell food, see figures dressed in classic Bedouin attire. Clearly the strangers were awed by my rescuer, whom they addressed as Sidi. With me they were cautious, but not unkind. Little did I know that these people would become my people, my family, my cause, and eventually, my greatest loss. The Bantiwa tribe were typical of so many desert people, unassuming and generous of heart. What intrigued me most of all, however, was the fact that the women greatly outnumbered the men. And it was predominantly the women who bore arms in defense of the tribe, something they did superbly, as I was to learn. I befriended Hamia, lead spear of the Mufasi, the first shield warriors. She epitomized everything that was admirable and worthy about the Bantiwa, and we became oath-bonded, sisters in arms. I began to practice fighting skills with her, and we exchanged hand-to-hand combat techniques, learning much from each other. In the months that followed, I was in no hurry to return to the world I had previously been part of. I needed time to get a perspective on what had happened at the tombs, and why no one had come searching for me. For now at least, I was content to travel with the tribe as they made their sedate way along the ancient trade routes of the immense North African plains. It was mostly a peaceful period, despite the inevitable raids by brigands or low-level pilferers. The periods of tranquility allowed me time to become familiar with the ways and speech of my adoptive people. Periodically, we would stop at settlements to trade oils and essences that the Bantiwa produced from the many varieties of plant life that they gathered in remote parts of the arid landscape. These extracts had simple uses, such as perfumes, but most of their oils were intended for healing and were highly sought after across the region. I have never met a people who so valued an unremarkable and inconspicuous appearance. They were Spartan in their simplicity, even their name, Bantiwa, translated as restraint or moderation. In time I understood how this was all a disguise, a ruse. The Bantiwa were guardians of a great secret centred on an extraordinary botanical specimen, the shimmelau, or night's tears. This plant was totally unique in its healing properties and was revered and protected by the Bantiwa, almost as if it was their very Rua, their soul. Several weeks after journeying far from the pyramids, I spotted a child playing with a battered old rucksack. Of course, I recognized it as my own, but knew instinctively that it had no part in my new life here in the desert. I let her keep it. Run-ins with scavengers were a norm of existence in the desert. Most were nothing to be overly concerned about, even with Western mercenaries and legionnaire deserters making their presence felt in the region. Then, everything about my new existence took an uncanny twist the night we were attacked by a rival tribe led by a brute named Scar. He was what is called Rua Azalam, dark soul, amongst the Bedouin, and was known to be in cahoots with some obscure Western conglomerate, staking a claim in the area. On the night in question, Scar's brigands ripped their way into 3 of our main storage tents. The Mufasi responded instantly, engaging the invaders in silent close-quarter fighting that was savage and merciless. I fought my way to Scar and tackled him head-on. He was powerful, but blinded by his own rage, and I chopped him up a bit before delivering deep slices across both leg tendons. He went down, but was instantly surrounded by a phalanx of heavily armed Bedou, so I couldn't get to him to finish the job. Killjoys. He was dragged off cursing. We had dead and wounded to take care of, so there was no sense of jubilation at Scar's defeat. As we prepared to decamp and make ourselves scarce, I found myself surrounded by a circle of smiling faces. Friends, tribal elders, and people I knew well. They addressed me as El Hawa, Desert Wind, for the very first time. Patai, standing in the shadows, raised a palm in greeting, or blessing. I have never felt so accepted into a people's way of life. I now had 2 tribal names, El Hawa and Ushani, a private name used by Patai whenever we were alone. The tale of Scar's defeat spread quickly throughout the region. Of course, in his version, he had fought magnificently against a demonic figure, possibly even some kind of enraged angelic being. A Muakib. I realised that this pretentious blustering was something that could be used to our advantage. I began leading select groups of Mufasi fighters on stealth sorties against potential raiders. This was intended to enhance the growing El Hawa myth, rather than to inflict any serious damage, although there were often casualties. I had been presented by the tribe with a new Bedouin robe and cloak of a deep ocean blue. This distinctive garb came to identify El Hawa wherever and whenever she appeared. The legend of El Hawa, clad in ghostly blue robes, grew exponentially and took on mythic proportions, and rumours spread. The Bantiwa are protected by an avenging angel. Give them a wide berth. Over the unfolding seasons, I lost all track of time. To be honest, I'd given up on my former life. I had found a place in the world that suited me perfectly. Periodically, we rested up in one of the tribe's sanctuary retreats. Usually a concealed cave system, of which there were many scattered across the region. Here we could recuperate, make necessary repairs, and celebrate in the tribe's own unique fashion. These underground realms were a marvel to explore. I came across many ancient carvings and artifacts, caverns filled with the shattered remains of ruined settlements. These places had long been lost to history, and I had an exclusive access to them. I was in heaven. Patai allowed me to see the distilling chambers where the healing oils were extracted, an astonishing sight, somewhat reminiscent of an ancient alchemist's laboratory, or so I'd imagine. The weaving chambers, too, were a marvel. This was where the tribesfolk produced subtle glowing tapestries, patterned with landscapes and symbolic figures. The Bantiwa had no form of written language, and these weavings were a record of their unique tribal history. It was pointed out to me how the recurrent symbol for the sacred Shimalau occurred not only in the ornate patterning of the tapestries, but on clothing, on amulets, engraved on weapons, hidden amongst everyday objects. It was everywhere, once I knew what to look for. My instincts were on high alert, telling me that I was on the periphery of some stunning revelation, no doubt of it. Something profound and far-reaching existed at the heart of this outwardly unremarkable people. But what? At this stage, I got no more than hints and veiled references. I overheard mention of Shimalau's sixth oil, whilst the elders discussed the ever-intrusive Westerners, who were ruthlessly seeking the origins of an elixir oil. What? An elixir? Patai, in her imperturbable way, would not satisfy my curiosity. I must learn to be patient, she advised. Good grief, I was doing my best. I burned off my excess energies by leading sorties as El Hawa, or by exploring this astonishing region of the world, so richly endowed with historic ruins and unknown sites. I was making discoveries that any archaeologist would have willingly assassinated Napoleon to be part of. I'm glad to say that my mastery of their unique language was improving. To my delight, the elders declared me blood daughter of the tribe. Now I truly belonged. I was truly Bantiwa. Also, in due time, I was initiated into the mysteries of the miraculous elixir, or sixth oil of the Shimalau. Patai said I was ready, but that is all I will share of such matters in this account. Not a whisper of Shimalau lore must ever be known outside the tribe. For all Bantiwa, this is the unbreakable law. From time to time, I caught a glimpse of my old rucksack being played with amongst the tents, which would set me to thinking about the life I had disowned, or had disowned me. My English origins still had claim on me, though not in the way that my current life had. There was unfinished business back there, I knew it. I discussed this with Patai and the elders, as well as friends. As El Hawa, I felt a duty of protection for my adopted family. The Bantiwa were perfectly capable of protecting themselves, exactly as they had before I joined them, in my desperate and bedraggled state. I would be missed, yes, but it would not be a permanent absence. I would return once things were sorted out in the UK. The decision was made. I would travel to England and return here as soon as possible. There was much emotional leave-taking, the memory of which still affects me deeply. As I walked from the encampment, Patai appeared, indicating that she was to travel with me to the coast. Thus we had plenty of time for easy, companionable exchanges over the next few days. When the time came to part, she held my eyes and handed me a small leather pouch. It contained an amulet on a thin silver chain. Her final words to me are burned onto my heart. The return to my ancestral homeland went smoothly enough, but I felt desperately out of place. Family solicitors had to sort out the fact that I wasn't actually dead, but I couldn't have cared less either way. My waking hours and my dreams were populated with faces and events that were now thousands of miles away. As for Von Croy, I'd get around to him in my own good time. Nothing here in my old life fired up any real sense of purpose anymore. Then came news that left me devastated. News of an incident in the desert. The word that the Bantiwa had been massacred, wiped out, leaving no trace. My mind raced. Was this the work of Scar? Or Legionnaire deserters? Or Western prospectors? Mercenaries? I was desolate, worse than when I emerged from the pyramid ruins. Where had Patai been when all of this had taken place? It didn't make sense. In the middle of my mental turmoil, a seed of doubt took root in my mind. My thoughts took a different track. How on earth had they been taken so completely by surprise? It was unthinkable. Constant vigilance was the principle all Bantiwa lived by. That and their superlative combat skills would have protected them, surely. No. The report could not be true. I simply had to uncover the truth for myself. I could be in the region within 36 hours, initiate my own investigation. That's one thing I have the t-shirt for, digging into the past to uncover buried truths. If Scar wasn't the one responsible, he would know who was. I owed him a visit, possibly as El Hawa. That'd make the old goat-face talk. I was ready to leave, which was when I heard from Von Croy in Paris. He was asking for my help. Yeah, my help. I could take a detour via Paris and treat the spineless Iscariot to a piece of my mind, which of course is where things took a turn all of their own. No one in their wildest dreams could have predicted how that would turn out.
Help me, Lara. I need you to get something for me.
Go on.
I'm tracking 5 obscura paintings for a client called Aicard, but he's a psychopath.
Why should I care?
Because I'm being stalked. People are dying out there.
Handle it, Werner. I had to when you abandoned me in the tombs.
Lara, please. Look, go and see this woman, Carvier. She can help.
I'm going. Eat it, Werner. You walked away and left me.
Get out!
This looks like a safe area. But I need to find a way out. To move around, use the cursor keys. Tap the walk button once to lock me into walk mode. Tap it again to return me to run mode. To sidestep, press the right or left cursor key whilst holding walk. That bin looks climbable. To climb onto the bin, stand next to it and press the up cursor key. To grab the balcony, walk to the edge of the bin and press the jump key. Then press the up cursor key to climb up. This gap looks easy. To jump it, walk to the edge and stop. Remember, holding the walk key will stop me from falling off. Now press the jump button and the up cursor key at the same time. climb the ladder, stand facing it, and press the up cursor key. To get off, press the left cursor key. I can check this apartment out and get out of the rain. Walk up to the window and press the up cursor key. I'll have a look around whilst I'm here. To look around, press and hold the look button whilst pressing the cursor keys or moving the mouse. To open drawers and cupboards, stand in front of them and press action. It looks like I need something to force this open. The jump to that canopy looks challenging, but I think I can make it. Walk to the edge and stop. Now press up cursor and jump together. Then press action in mid-air to grab the canopy. Walk up to the railings, stop and press the up cursor key, and I'll vault over easily. Press the roll button to perform a 180-degree roll. I can hop to the other side. Hold down walk and press jump. To climb the drain pipe, walk up to it and press the up cursor key. To climb off the drain pipe at the top, press the up cursor along with the right or left cursor key, depending on the direction you want to go. Don't keep me hanging around. I need to reach the roof before I lose my grip. Now I've got my strength back, I can shimmy around that corner. Made it. No time to waste. I need to get to Carvier's apartment. Could be something useful in there. I need a way to prise those doors open. To move the barrel, stand next to it, then press and hold action. Then press the up or down cursor key to push or pull the barrel. There's a crowbar down there. That'll come in useful. To hang from the edge of the building, walk to the ledge and press action. To make me let go, press action again, or press the up cursor key to climb back up. I need to shimmy to that walkway, but I don't think I'm strong enough yet. stronger now. Maybe I can shimmy to that walkway. I need to move quietly. There might be more police around. Tap the stealth key, and then use the cursor keys to move me around. To hug the wall whilst in stealth mode, stand next to it and press action. To move me, push left or right. I can safely peer around corners whilst hugging the wall.
Rapport. RS dans le secteur. Au rapport, zone A.
I need to get lower. To crawl, press and hold the duck button. Then use the cursor keys to move me around. I could hide in that building. I'll head for the doorway. Police everywhere. I've no weapon, so I must move quietly here.
Hé, vous là-bas! Je l'ai perdu. Hé, vous là-bas! Je l'ai perdu.
Some movable objects can be climbed on. That wire looks like it will take my weight.
La voilà! Suspect repéré!
Stop!
Damn it!
La suspecte dans le bâtiment. Suspect en fuite. Renfort, renfort!
Envoyez les gaz.
Rendez-vous! Lâchez votre arme! Le bâtiment est encerclé! Rendez-vous!
Suspect au deuxième étage.
This door is locked. I'll need a key.
Suspect au troisième étage.
Appelez des renforts!
Je l'ai laissé s'enfuir. Le suspect s'est échappé.
I'm not strong enough. I feel stronger now.
Demandez un hélico. Allons voir par là.
This door is locked. I'll need a key. Cable looks like it will take your weight. Stand beneath the cable and press jump to grab and hold on. Press duck.
I'm still a little rusty, you know.
Mademoiselle Carvier, it's Lara Croft. I need your help.
Miss Croft, I recognize you from photos and Werner's description. Come in.
Thank you.
An evil night to be out alone, Miss Croft. Our streets are not safe anymore.
Mademoiselle Carvier, I have just come from Werner's apartment.
And how is Werner?
I'm afraid Werner is dead.
Dead?
Yes, and I don't have time to waste. I'm being chased all over Paris.
You owe me an explanation. I'm waiting.
It's all a bit vague. I arrived at his apartment today from London. He was babbling with fear.
He said he tried to contact you.
He did. I never expected that. Not after Egypt.
Werner has been fearful for his life. He accepted a commission 5 weeks ago. Since then, he's been acting strangely, jumping at shadows. He even left a package with me for safekeeping.
Package?
His notebook, addressed to you.
Who was the commission from?
The client's name was Aicard. He wanted Werner to research something called the Obscura paintings. Werner approached me at my department at the Louvre.
Obscura paintings?
5 15th century images, thought to be linked to alchemy and the dark arts.
Were you able to help him?
A little, I think. Poor Werner was clearly terrified.
Werner didn't scare easily.
He felt he was being stalked.
He could well have been. The monstrum is running around Paris, according to the press. You mentioned Werner's notebook earlier, mademoiselle.
His field notebook. He said he wanted you to have it if anything happened to him.
If he left his notebook, he was spooked.
You still haven't explained what happened.
We argued, I can remember that, and gunfire.
Gunfire? Werner was shot? Did you kill him?
I can't remember. It's all a blur.
Miss Croft, I strongly suggest that you talk to the police.
Mademoiselle, I was a good friend of Werner's. I didn't kill him. I didn't.
If you say so.
Do you have the notebook?
I do. It's safe for the moment.
I really am going to need Werner's notebook.
Somebody killed Werner. You say you don't remember clearly what happened. Perhaps the police are right in suspecting you.
I never killed Werner.
I think you better leave, Miss Croft.
The notebook?
I'm not sure this is the right thing, but I must respect what Werner wanted.
The right choice, mademoiselle.
And now you had better go. The police will be here in a minute.
You're all heart. Damn, that was uncomfortable. I should complain to the concierge.
What on earth did Werner get himself into? I better check his notebook. Let's see if I can find any leads.
Is this your pitch?
All Paris is my pitch. Got any spare change? For a coffee?
Maybe. I need to find a man.
Then look no further, ma petite.
This is a particular man. Bouchard. Louis Bouchard. Know him?
No. Never heard of him.
Even for spare change?
Go away, I never heard of him.
So where could I ask? I could use a coffee. How about you?
Try the Café Métro, in the Place d'Arcade. The owner might be able to help you. Knows all kinds of stuff.
Sounds like my kind of cafe.
What about the spare change, mademoiselle?
I didn't say I had any.
Welcome to Paris.
I'm going to need cash. Paris? City of beauty? They don't show this in the brochures. This door is locked. I'll need a key.
You looking for anything special, little lady?
So what are you, a city guide?
That's right, I'm a city guide, all tastes and interests catered for.
Good. I need directions. I'm trying to find a man called Bouchard. Do you know him?
That's not a healthy kind of question to be asking.
Don't tell me Paris is dangerous.
Oh, we got all kinds of rough stuff here in Paris, including our own serial killer. You heard of the Monstrum, huh? You heard of him?
What do you really know about the Monstrum?
Not much. The killings are very messy, grisly, no one safe.
Even Bouchard?
Lady, no one, no exceptions. Have you heard what the Monstrum does to the victims?
So how do I contact Bouchard?
He won't have time for casual callers. Been having staff problems at his club, I hear.
Bouchard runs a club?
Yeah, le Serpent Rouge, flashy joint.
Why should losing staff be such a big deal?
Because these staff are dying on the job, messily, no one knows why or how.
You don't think Bouchard's up to handling it?
Keep your voice down. Bouchard can handle all he needs to, but this is something different, something creepy. His people didn't die pretty. It's got him really shaken.
Is it the Monstrum?
Who knows for sure? I just tried to keep my nose clean, you should too.
So you've no idea where Bouchard is?
No.
Well, I'm sure someone does. I'll ask around.
Yeah, do that. Why don't you try Café Métro?
Who do I talk to there? The owner?
Hey, I'm kidding, really. The guy's a complete loser. Forget it. Go home, do something recreational, which is where I might be able to help.
No thanks.
Having to keep low, eh? That's hard, especially with the cops being so trigger-happy.
Should I give Bouchard your regards when I find him?
No, don't do that. But if you are at a loose end, look me up. I'm sure we could find something diverting for you, something special.
See you around. Not a lot of passing trade at this hour.
It's early yet. Move along, ma chère. You make the place look crowded.
I wouldn't worry. We're not in the same class.
That attitude won't get you far round here, sweet thing.
I just want to find someone. Name of Bouchard.
You won't find him here, ma chère. He did run the club here on the street, Le Serpent Rouge, but had to move premises. There was a lot of trouble, I heard. Things needed to lie quiet for a while.
Oh? Trouble?
Lost some of his best people. Very messy business. Made him nervous. And that's saying something.
Do you know where he moved to?
No idea. There are people who know, but if your mind wants to lie low, he won't be easy to contact.
I'd have guessed as much. Everyone's in hiding.
Not everyone, chérie. What do you want him for?
I'm trying to track down a friend's movements.
Lost, is he?
Dead, but he made contact with Bouchard before he checked out.
Tell you what, there's 2 guys who used to work at Le Serpent Rouge.
So Bouchard didn't lose everybody?
No. These 2 left before the troubles closed the place down. One's a miserable old devil called Bernard, who was the janitor there. He hangs about in the park sometimes.
And the other one?
The other one, Pierre, worked as a barman. Makes bad deals that backfire on him. He runs the cafe at the Place d'Arcade now. Café Métro. You never know. Might be worth a shot.
What makes this cafe owner so unlucky?
Oh, he's a total loser. Claims Bouchard held back some money or something of his and kept it at the club. I don't know the details.
You seem to know plenty. I didn't catch your name.
Janice.
Does anyone know who's causing Bouchard all this grief, or why?
No, or they're not saying. The monstrum has got everyone too scared to talk.
I'd have thought Bouchard would be geared up for trouble.
He can handle it all right. No one better. But the way his people has been dying, so ugly. And that poor woman.
What woman?
Someone called Carvier. She worked at the Louvre, it said on the radio. I don't want to talk about it.
Carvier?
Look, you watch out, my chère. There is a lot of sickos loose on the streets.
Yeah.
That's okay. Some of us like it that way.
Open for business.
You managed to get in, didn't you?
Just checking. I didn't want to waste your time, or mine.
Discretion is my middle name. Especially with strangers who just walk in off the street.
How concerned are you with legal niceties?
What concerns me is the police. They ask a lot of questions.
Do you?
If it suits me, I make my own rules. Are you buying or selling?
How much for these?
I'm not strong enough.
Hey, lady, keep away from the ring.
Nice watch.
What?
Am I talking too fast for you?
Okay, sister, you're leaving, now.
What about a wager?
Yeah? On what?
Those boys in the ring. What are their names?
Look, lady.
Come on, what are their names?
Okay, guy with the tattoo, Zach. The one with the headgear is Carl.
That's more like it. I bet all the cash in my pocket against your fancy gold watch that I can pick the best fighter.
Do you have 200 euros? Smart mouth?
Yes.
Okay, you're on. Hey, you two. Lady here wants to bet on you decking each other. Match up.
And just be glad I don't make you throw in your fancy gold chain too.
Don't push your luck, lady. So, who do you want to lose your money on?
The latest victim of the Paris monstrel.
My money's on Carl.
The mutilated body of Professor Margot Carvier was found after a woman was seen leaving the building under suspicious circumstances. The police are anxious to interview Lara Croft. Victoria's monstrous serial killer has periodically terrorized Paris and other European capitals over the last decade. Brutal attacks on the bizarre attack in Russia of many parts of the victim's body. Forensic specialists are mystified by the process involved. There has been no report of any survivors of these unconnected...
Here, take it. Now get out.
I'll limber up with this punch bag. If I'm unarmed or don't have a weapon drawn, tap action and I'll punch my enemy. To hit the enemy with a right and left punch, double tap action. To kick, Firmly push action. To perform a combo, punch once, then kick twice. I'm trying to find someone called Bouchard.
No one of that name in these parts.
He'll want to see me.
Then I hope you find him. I have the biggest Doberman pincher you've ever seen on this side of the gate.
Do you need any help?
I'm looking for someone. Name of Bouchard.
This is just a herbalist. We stock medicinal potions and herbal extracts.
So he isn't a customer of yours?
A customer? No. Would you like to purchase something?
I'm told there's a story about a doorman in this area. Do you know it?
The doorman is Bouchard's bodyguard.
Find him, and I find Bouchard?
Yes, probably.
What would I need?
Money. A password.
Who would know the right password?
I'm afraid I can't help you there.
Okay, thanks anyway. Who would know the right password?
I'm afraid I can't help you there.
Excuse me?
You're not from around here?
No.
Then leave me alone. I'm busy.
You should be more polite to strangers. You never know who they are.
I don't give a dead curse who you are.
Janice said you were a real charmer.
Dang it. What did she speak to you for? Why did she tell you about me?
What's your attitude, old man?
I'll watch nothing. Leave me alone.
I'm going to have to tell your old boss how rude you are to the ladies.
Not Bouchard.
He may know what happened to a friend of mine.
Forget it. Bouchard doesn't like time wasters.
Neither do I. So where is he?
Undercover. But 160 euro might jog my memory.
You'd better not be giving me the runaround, old man.
Threats aren't gonna help you, sweet thing.
It may help me to feel better if I work you over a little.
What's in it for me?
Apart from the money, what do you want? Advice? A decent coat? Deodorant?
That's it! Get out of here! Leave me alone! And tell Janice she should keep her mouth shut in future!
Bernard, you're a big disappointment to me. Let's hope you feel safe out here when it gets dark. Excuse me? And excuse you too. Do you know a Louis Bouchard?
I'm a stranger around here.
Don't let me distract you from your paper. Are you Pierre?
Possibly. What can I get you?
Information.
Really? Well, everyone wants something for nothing.
It needn't be for nothing. We could trade.
Trade?
You used to work at the Serpent Rouge. I need to find your ex-boss, Bouchard.
You don't look like police.
How would you know?
I don't talk to police.
With your reputation, you'd be unwise to.
What do you... Never mind. You mentioned a trade.
What sort of problems do you have? Any situations need clearing up? Difficulties removed?
In exchange for information about Louis Bouchard. That's dangerous information.
I'm a dangerous girl, and right now I'm losing patience.
I do have a situation that needs tidying. A retrieval job. Something I forgot to pick up from Le Serpent Rouge when I left in a hurry. It's mine, and I want it back.
Why don't you just pick it up yourself?
2 guesses.
Bouchard? The Monstrum?
Don't joke about the Monstrum. Bouchard ran a lot of operations there. The place will be staked out.
Just tell me where the item is in the club.
It's small. Small enough to fit inside one of the stage lights. The one that doesn't work.
That's it? Okay. I can work with that. How do I get into the club?
With this. This will get you in behind the stage area at the back. Return what's mine to me here, and I'll put you in touch with Louis Bouchard.
I'm sure he'll be glad to hear from you again.
He isn't going to. I just tell you where to find him. Then it's up to you.
Okay. And if this doesn't work out, I know where to find you. Don't I, Pierre?
door is locked. I'll need a key.
How much for these?
This door is locked. I'll need a key.
At last, some firepower. To draw your weapons, press the draw button. Press again and I'll holster them. To fire, press action. With weapon drawn, press and hold the look button to lock onto a target. Tap the switch target button to switch between targets.
This door is locked. I'll need a key.
Well, well. Someone's been very careless. See Paris and die. How much for these?
Café Métro, bonjour. Non, les affaires vont mal. Plus personne sort ces temps-ci. C'est cette saleté de monstrum. Eh ouais.
Did you... everything go okay?
It's quiet in here. Your voice really carries.
Don't mess me about.
You were right about the place being staked out. There were gunmen all over the place.
You got it. Ah!
Now... a little matter of Bouchard's whereabouts.
Bouchard... yes,
You aren't going to disappoint me, are you? You don't want to see my dangerous side?
No. It's just that someone else was asking for him. Just after you left.
Asking for Bouchard?
Yes. The customer who was sat in the corner, reading his paper. I couldn't tell him anything, naturally. But he may have overheard us.
You know, You talk real loud. It's hard not to notice it.
Okay. Take it easy. Are we going to deal?
Only if you behave.
All right. Bouchard is lying low. I know someone who can show you where.
You can trust them? This person you know?
Just about. Name of Francine. She's my ex.
Reassuring.
This is her address. And the code for the gate.
And she can point me to Bouchard? You sure?
Oh, absolutely. She knows a discreet route to the back of the premises.
Discreet. Translation. Dangerous.
Nothing in Paris is safe. But this route will get you where you want to go. Please. It's arranged. She's expecting you.
I hope this arrangement works out, Pierre. I'd hate for you to become a personal problem that I have to come back and tidy up.
Come in. Pierre said to expect you. Bouchard is in the old church. You need to find the mausoleum in the churchyard. It leads down into the church basement.
Is this the best way?
It's the only way past the doorman. Watch out for the ledges. They are dangerous.
Where isn't these days?
Welcome to Paris.
I do love a place with atmosphere. That water down there looks deep enough to swim in. To swim underwater, use the jump key to stroke forward, and the cursor keys to guide me. To climb out at the water's edge, press the action button.
J'ai trouvé une espionne, Bouchard.
Dis-lui que je suis occupé. Et fous-la dehors.
The types you have to deal with these days.
What happened to your man in the room out there, Bouchard?
To Arnaud? You've got something to say about that?
Maybe. It might be linked to what happened to a friend of mine.
I doubt it. Get her out of here.
Do you know the name Aicard?
Never heard of him.
Okay. You helped a friend of mine a while back. Werner von Croy.
Names don't mean a lot here. Even real ones. What did he want?
Maps and information on the Louvre.
I remember, 4 weeks ago, wanted to take a coachload of Japanese tourists to see the Mona Lisa.
Easy, Bouchard. I lost that friend yesterday. Now I'm wanted for his murder.
There was a newscast about a monstrum killing earlier. What would you know about that?
Nothing that would interest you.
You'd be surprised how much the monstrum interests me.
My friend? The Louvre?
Yes, the academic. Wanted access to recent archaeological diggings inside the Louvre. I gave him contact. You want the same?
And more. I need 9mm protection, backpack, plastic explosive, the usual. Paris isn't safe these days.
Who for? You obviously can't take care of yourself.
Do you have what I need?
I know who does. Daniel Rennes works out of the pawnbrokers on the corner of the Rue Saint-Marc and Cour la Seine.
A front, obviously.
Yes, Rennes needs careful handling. But he can get you what you need if you know how to make the right approach.
What would you suggest?
A trade. I have to get certain things into his hands. Passports. You could deliver them for me.
Passports?
Check passports. Nothing to dirty your hand with. It's a business arrangement.
For which he would give me what I need.
For the right price. The passports will prove you come through me.
What happened to your man in the sick room back there? Was he delivering packages for you too?
Poor Arnaud. One of my toughest. The only survivor of 4 attacks so far.
Attacks? By who?
An interesting question. We don't know for sure yet.
The Paris Monstrum, perhaps?
We're looking into that. You should take care.
An automatic would help. You sold my friend Von Croy some hardware. I need the same.
That was then. We need all the firepower we can get. Rennes is your man. Is it a deal?
Okay, deal.
Make sure Rennes gets that package. And be sure it is Rennes.
Why? Who could it be?
I'd like to ask poor Arnaud that. But he can't talk anymore. Just take care.
Looks like a way out. There's everything I could need here. It feels like Christmas. Werner obviously never had a chance to collect it. Damn it!